All right, so you're gearing up for the IELTS academic test. Well, think of this as your official mission briefing. We're going to build you strategic launchpad right here, right now, so that every single minute you spend studying actually counts. Okay, let's jump right in.
So you're standing at the very beginning of this pretty big journey, right? You know where you want to go, you want that high band score. But man, the path to get there can feel, well, pretty overwhelming. The biggest question is usually the most basic one. Where on earth do I even start?
And that right there is the whole point of what we're talking about today. Look, the secret to crushing this test isn't about locking yourself in a room for months and just studying endlessly. It's not about studying harder. It's about studying smarter. We're going to trade in all that random, unfocused effort for a plan that's absolutely laser-focused.
Okay, first things first. Every good mission, and I mean every single one, starts with knowing your objective. So before we even think about study techniques or anything like that, we have to get a crystal clear understanding of what this test is actually for. What's the point of it all?
So here's the deal. The IELTS academic, it's basically your passport. It's the gatekeeper that universities and professional groups use to say, yep, this person has what it takes. They need to know you can handle the language in a really demanding academic or professional setting. And that's the key difference, right? This isn't just about everyday English. This is about academic English.
Okay, so we've got the why locked down. Now let's get into the what. It's time to survey the terrain, you know? Let's break this thing down piece by piece. Because honestly, just knowing the structure of the test, that's half the battle right there.
So the whole test is built on these 4 pillars: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Pretty straightforward, right? But here's what's really interesting. Take a look at the timings. See that? Reading and writing get a full hour each. That should tell you everything you need to know about how intense those sections are. They require some serious mental stamina. And then you have the speaking test. It's short, yeah, only about 11 to 14 minutes. But trust me, it's a super intense face-to-face interview.
And that brings us to the total time, 2 hours and 45 minutes. Phew, and here's the kicker. The listening, reading, and writing parts, they're all done back to back. No breaks, just one long session. That's nearly 3 hours of just pure, non-stop concentration. Seriously, building up that mental endurance is just as important as learning new words. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Okay, this is super important. You have to know which version of the test you're up against. The academic version is a different beast than the general training one. For reading, you're not going to get easy articles about planning a holiday. No, you're going to get dense, complex academic texts. And for writing task 1, forget about writing a simple letter. You'll be staring at a chart or a graph, and your job is to analyze it and describe the data. That's a whole different skill set, and it's a tough one.
All right, so we've got the mission objective. We've surveyed the terrain. Now we come to what is, without a doubt, the most important part of this whole briefing: gathering intelligence on yourself. I'm serious. This is the #1 thing you have to do first. Before you even think about buying a prep book, you absolutely have to figure out where you stand right now.
You know, there's a reason why all the best courses and training programs do this. It's a core principle. Think about it. How can you possibly map out a route to your destination if you don't even know where you are on the map to begin with? You just can't. So a diagnostic test, it's not just a nice to have. It is the foundation of a smart study plan. It's non-negotiable.
So here are your mission orders. Super simple. Step 1, get your hands on an official practice test. The British Council, or IDP, they have them for free. Use the official stuff. Step 2, recreate the real test environment. I mean, exactly. Set a timer, put your phone in another room, no distractions, no getting up for a snack. And step 3, and listen up, because this is the most crucial part. Analyze your results. Don't just glance at the score. Dig deep. Figure out why you made those mistakes. You gotta be a detective here.
Okay, once you have that data, everything changes. You can finally stop guessing what you need to study. You can stop wasting time. This is the moment you take all that raw info from your test and turn it into a custom-built, super efficient study plan that's made just for you.
That analysis you did, it's like a roadmap showing you exactly where to focus your effort. So let's say your diagnostic shows your speaking is a little shaky. Boom, you know you need to check out a resource like Keith's Speaking Academy. Or maybe you got totally destroyed by those matching headings questions in the reading section. Well, that's your cue to find a guide from someone like IELTS Jackie, who specializes in that exact thing. See, this is what studying smart is all about. It's like a surgical strike on your weaknesses.
Now, if you really want to level up your score, you have to learn to think like an examiner. You need to know exactly what they're looking for when they grade you. And the good news is, it's not some big secret. It's all laid out in a public document called the grading rubric. So let's crack this code together.
Let's zoom in on just one piece of the puzzle. For both writing and speaking, one of the big 4 criteria is something called lexical resource. Now that sounds fancy, but it's not just about using big, complicated words. It's about 2 things: showing you have a wide range of vocabulary and, this is key, using those words correctly and appropriately. It's all about precision.
And check this out. This shows you the exact ladder you need to climb. A person at band 6, they can get their point across, sure, but they make obvious mistakes and kind of use the same words over and over. But someone at band 8, they're using a huge range of words with incredible precision, and they barely make any errors at all. When you see it laid out like this, you have a clear, concrete target. You know exactly what you need to do to get from a 6 to an 8.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. You can find these exact documents, the full public band descriptors, for free on the official IELTS website, IELTS.org. I'm telling you, go download them, print them out, stick them on your wall. Make them your new best friend, because knowing the rules of the game is always the first step to winning.
So there you have it. We started with the mission, we surveyed the terrain, we figured out how to gather intelligence on our own skills, and we even decoded the grading system. You literally have the Mac right in front of you now. This is your strategic launch pad. So the only real question left is, what's your first move going to be?